Friday, May 4th, 2018, Monaco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. Just before I start, I'd like to say there's a new design for the Monaco 64 merchandise, or the Billy mug or Billy t-shirt. So here it is. We got men's t-shirt, we got mugs, we've also got ladies t-shirts in different colors. So if you like to order something, it's the link is down below in the description. So looking at the markets this morning, it's 8:30 a.m. I also want to talk about the word invest and investing. I think it's very interesting. A lot of people, when you say invest or investing, they think of putting money in the stock market. But I want to talk about the word itself and what I think is also important to invest in. So yesterday we had an interesting day. The stock markets were able to rebound quite a bit from big losses and really key supports. We'll look at the charts. After I look at the prices, I want to look at the chart of the Dow, gold, and also the gold-silver ratio. So it's 8:30 a.m., 8:34 actually. Gold right now is down $2 at 1309.75. Right near the lows. The high's been 1314.65. Gold did well yesterday. I think we got up to 1318, but as usual, as it does most of the time, I think it's market management. I don't think they'll be able to keep doing it forever. I think the stock markets don't look good, but you know, stock markets were on the back foot yesterday, and then they rebounded towards the end of the day, and gold and silver came off. Silver is at 1639, down 4, right near the lows as well. The high's been 1649 overnight. So the Dow hasn't done much at the moment. It's only, well, it's unchanged. It's down 2 points, which is nothing, 23,925. And it's been, the high overnight is 24,009, so it has been up about 75 points. The S&P is at 2628, unchanged. The NASDAQ future is at 6645, up 4 points. So fairly quiet markets. We do have non-farm payroll today. The U.S. job data. I know these numbers are manufactured. It's only a survey. It's not real. But nevertheless, the market, the central bankers, the traders, investors look at this number. Previous number was really weak. So we'll have to see if the numbers rebound this time. They only increased by 103,000. I think they're expected just below 200,000. This time they expect 189,000. The other thing to watch closely is the average hourly earnings. I personally don't believe wages create inflation, but the mainstream and the central banks, they try to blame wages on inflation. So they're going to look closely at that. If that number is higher than 0.2, we could see a bit of movement in the market. Difficult to say which way because they can manipulate it whatever way they want it. Unemployment rate expected at 4% versus 4.1, but I would say the most important ones are the non-farm number and the average hourly earning. Don't forget the unemployment rate, that's based on the people that are looking for jobs. It doesn't count the 100 million almost people that are out of the workforce. They're not counted. So what about the currencies? I digressed a bit from looking at the prices. While the currencies continue to weaken, the pound is at 135.60. I think we're going to continue lower versus the dollar, the pound. It's down 14 pips. The euro is back below 120, down 19 pips at 119.69. But the dollar is weaker against the yen actually. So it's testing that 109 level. It's down 12 pips at 109.06. So there is talk I saw yesterday about stagflation, that the Feds worry about stagflation. I think we've had stagflation for ages. They're just having to admit it now. And the cost of living for the general public has gone up a lot. Their job prospects are not great. As I said, a lot of these jobs that they say are created are part-time jobs. In the UK as well, they have what you call zero-hour jobs and part-time jobs. You don't get the good jobs you used to get 15, 20 years ago anymore. So let's have a quick look at the charts before I go into the word investing. So the gold chart. I've noted that we are still in a consolidation and that we're going to break out. This consolidation is taking longer, and actually we might not break out. Sometimes things don't work. We might not break out before actually we go lower. As you can see here, the low, for example, in January, here on this chart, this is a monthly chart. The low in January it was 1302. The low this month has been 1301.85. The low in March was 1303. So we definitely need to hold this 1300 level, or else we could go back down towards that little trend line, which would be just around 1250. We could still see a move lower before we go higher. I still believe gold will go a lot higher, and silver. So you can see that the trend is higher since the end of 2015, but we just need to, it's key that we hold this 1300, 1302 level. That's gold. The other one I want to look at is the gold-silver ratio. So that's the price of gold divided by the price of silver. It tells you how many ounces of silver you need to have to buy 1 ounce of gold. And historically, these levels here around 80 are at the tail end of the bell curve. So they shouldn't happen very often. And the probability is that if you buy silver versus gold around here, you do very well. Am I saying you should do that? Am I saying if you do that, you're going to make money by next week? No, we could see this still spike higher. As you can see here, when gold bottomed and silver bottomed in the end of 2015, beginning of 2016, we got up to 83 on this ratio. And recently, in the first week of April, we got as high as 82.50. Are we topping? It could be. Just need to keep an eye on it. And that 1302 level in gold, you can see that when the markets, precious metals do well, like they did in 2008, when we went above 1,000 in the gold for the first time ever, that ratio dropped below 50. That means silver is doing well. And also in 2011, when gold made a high almost at 2,000 at 1920, you can see that ratio dropped to 32. So you want to see silver do well in a precious metals bull market. And that's why it's important to keep an eye on this gold-silver ratio. So it's just patience. It's patience. I don't think we're going to go that much higher in this ratio. So I expect the precious metals to be bottoming. Of course, we could go in the short, medium term lower, but and as well, always, physical gold and silver are always insurance, something that I recommend people having. It's not financial advice, but it's what I do. And it's a way to keep your assets outside the system. So investing. The reason I'm talking about this is that because yesterday I bought a new computer, iMac. I have a MacBook Pro, but when I went to the Apple store yesterday, I took the old laptop and the guy looked at it and I said, I want something quicker, faster, so I can edit my videos quicker. And he was looking at it, wow, it's from 2009. So I did need a new computer. And what's it got to do with investing? Well, for me, It's something that's important because I make the videos. The quicker I upload the videos or edit them, the faster I can publish the videos. And there, a lot of times lately, when I edit the videos, let's say I make the video around 8:30, and they only come out at 10 because my laptop is so slow. So when you look at the word invest, it says, I'm taking it out of Google here, dictionary, it says, 1, put money into financial schemes, shares, property, or a commercial venture with the expectation of achieving a profit. So that's their number one definition. But, well, it's the top here. Under that one as well, it says, devote one's time, effort, or energy to a particular undertaking with the expectation of a worthwhile result. So, yeah, that's what or also buy a relatively expensive product whose usefulness will repay the cost. So, yeah, people need to, when they ask, well, what should I invest in? Or a lot of times I say invest in yourself if you have some kind of skill that you could be worthwhile to you and to your living. I remember a few years ago I was asked by someone, I won't say who it is, but about what to do, what to invest in, and I told the person, well, you've got a business here, a family business. Invest in yourself. Don't try to pay off your debts. Don't keep your debts with the business banks. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's not just about investing in cryptocurrencies and gold and precious metals. It's investing in yourself as well, and maybe also paying off debt before you invest. Why I think it's important to know the definition of words. Yeah, maybe look at yourself a bit more and what you know. So that's it for today. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And you can also follow me on Steemit and DTube. And I'll leave the details for the merchandise below in the description. And if you'd like to donate to the channel as well, there's details below. And I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye.